Hey guys, and yes, before I get any comments about it, I am a Steve. I think I got pranked by one of my friends and they changed my skin, but I'm too lazy to change it back, so I'm just gonna film with a Steve skin. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's focus on the main thing in this video, getting farming XP to level up your farming skill fast. So as you guys know, my skills are not that great. I've been too blinded by money to see that skills are actually really important for Skyblock. And because my skills are bad, that actually limits me from a lot of stuff. So I had to find techniques that level up my skills really fast. And by golly, I found techniques for each skill that level them up fast. So I'm going to make videos on each skill and techniques that I use to level them up fast, but today I'm going to make a video on farming XP. And yes, I did find a way to level up your farming skill while AFK. I mean, I did figure this out with the help of a guildmate, and because it was so good, I actually turned visiting off on my island so that no one else could copy it. But now I think I'm ready to share it with you guys. Okay, and before I start, why is farming skill important? Let me show you. So as you see here, I'm farming skill 19, which is absolute garbage. But anyway, the farming skill gives you extra health, and each time you level up, it gives you a better chance to get double crop drops. Double crop drops. And as a bonus, you're really fast with farmer's boots if you have a really high farming level. Farmer's boots gives you an extra 2 defense and plus 4 speed for every farming skill level you have. So to put that into perspective, if you have farming 50, you get plus 100 defense and plus 200 speed. And I'm not going to say that's OP or anything, but it's pretty convenient. And before I start, here's how the order of the video is going to go. I'm going to start with the most efficient common method of getting farming XP fast. And after that method, I'm going to show you how to get farming XP AFK. Okay, let's begin. Okay, so the most common efficient way of making farming XP fast is making a pumpkin farm. So our pumpkin farm is pretty big, so that means that we can farm pumpkins almost 24/7. So in numbers, for me at farming 19, I make about 1000 farming XP in less than a minute on a pumpkin farm. And you can make even more farming XP with a certain pet. So the pet you're going to want to get is a Rabid Pet. We have a legendary variant, but our co-op member Crazy11 is using it at the moment. The reason why the Rabid Pet is so special is because it has a farming XP boost. The farming EXP boost boosts your farming EXP by 7%. And if your rabbit is a really high level, you can make about 2000 farming XP in less than a minute. So yeah, I just wanted to touch on this really quickly because pumpkin farms are really good. Okay, and now the method you've all been waiting for, making farming XP while AFK. So actually, the Sugarcane Farm that we have behind me is a contraption to make farming XP AFK. And no, I'm not going to pull a Tabor, a macro is not involved. For this method, you need a lot of sugarcane and a legendary pig pet. Remember that, it has to be legendary. The reason why it has to be legendary is because it has the 4th ability Trample. We'll get to that in a second. So this is the overview of the AFK farm. It may look really complicated, but it's actually really simple. Let me show you how it works. Okay, so first of all, you're going to want to summon your pig pet. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, you have to have an enchanted carrot on a stick. It's kind of expensive to make, so you're going to have to save up for it. So then what you want to do is you want to ride your pig pet, and then you want to go to the start of the machine. Right here, you can let go of your mouse. When you let go of your mouse, your pig pet just starts going, and your pig pet starts trampling the crops. And for some reason, when you trample the crops, you still get the farming XP. After it's done with the row, then it goes right back to the start of the next row. And as you see, when it goes into the next row, the pig already starts running. So this contraption is really useful because when you're sleeping, you can just AFK here and get free farming XP. So no one knows when this is going to be patched, but I suggest you make this as soon as possible because when it does get patched, then you can't do this anymore and you can't get free farming XP. Okay, I know you guys are yelling at your screen saying, okay, I know it's cool, but how is it made? Let me show you. So we all know that sugarcane needs to be next to water to grow. So for the first row, you're going to want to just make a row for the water. Okay, now that that's done, you want to plant the first row of sugarcane. But as you noticed in our AFK farm, it was 2 rows of sugarcane, so you're going to want to put another row. So as you know, the sugarcane cannot grow here because there's not water on this side. So that's an easy fix. But before we even deal with that, we have to deal with the start. So as we know, the pig pet flows down the stream to get to the sugarcane to then break it all. And the reason why the iron bars are here is so that when the pig pet comes down the stream, the pig pet is on the first block and on the second block because for some reason iron bars let you do that. So the pig pet starts, breaks all the rows, but then how does it get back there? Well, it's pretty simple. What you have to do is first create a barrier so that the pig doesn't jump through the 1 block gap. Then what you want to do is place water here so that then it flows right back. For the big one, I put a sign every 6 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put a sign there. And then I place another bucket of water. And as you saw at the pig farm over there, I put slabs overhead so that the pig didn't jump out, and don't worry, you will not suffocate. So then what do you build when it gets to the next row? So what you want to do is place a slab at the beginning of the second row, so right here. And then what you want to do next is place a block overhead and then place an iron bar. Again, what the iron bar does is it makes the pig pet go on the first row and the second row to break all the sugarcane. And because there's water on this side, you can place sugarcane down. But you can't place sugarcane down where the signs are because there's no water there, obviously. So then, after the pig breaks all of this, then what you want to do is the same thing you did over there. So, then after the pig breaks all the sugarcane, then you want to do the same thing you did over there, except a little bit different. So first of all, because you want the pig to go right to the next row, you want to put a door right here. What the door does is that it makes sure the pig doesn't go to the left, and also it acts like a sign so that you can place water here and make the water flow that way. So then we do the same thing. I place a sign every 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I place a sign there. Oh, whoops. Place a sign there. And then you make the final part. You place another water there. Okay, so then you want to do the final part. So the water's flowing this way. So then what you want to do is place a slab at the second row, at the beginning of the second row. So you place it there. Okay, then the water stops there. Then what you want to do next is take an iron bar and place it there. So then the pig goes back, and obviously you'll be facing this way because you're going to be AFK, so you're not going to be in. And the pig gets to the end. Then the iron bar makes it so that the pig breaks the first row and the second row. Okay, you just keep on rinsing and repeating this row right here to the next few rows. So, what you do next is that you place a door here so that the water doesn't flow through this way. And then you place the water down, and then you place a sign every 6. Do I have any signs? I do not. I'm going to make one real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there. And then you place another water bucket. And then what you want to do is place a slab at the beginning of the second row, right here. And then you want to place an iron bar behind it. And then boom, you keep on repeating that, and then you have a sugarcane farm as big as ours. But what happens when the pig reaches the last one of these? Well, I'm about to show you right now. And guys, don't forget to put slabs in between each row, because that is really important, because your pig will jump out if the slabs are not there. So, let's pretend that this is the last row. Let me put a door here, because the door is supposed to be here. This is the last row. You want to get back to the start, obviously. But how do you do that? Well, it's actually much more simple than it sounds. First of all, build a path for the water to flow. But instead of going to the right this time, you're going to want to make it to the left. So you're going to make it behind the farm. So then, what you do next is pretty obvious. You place the water here. I place a sign every 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you place another water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Place a sign there. And because I made this farm kind of out of proportion, I'll just place a sign 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 here. And then I'll place a water bucket here, so that it's always flowing downstream. As you see here, if I have my pig out, you wanna move, piggy? Okay, guys. So as you'll see here, once you're done farming this stuff and your pig is flowing, so obviously you'd be facing this way because you're AFK, and your pig is flowing backwards. There would be a barrier here, by the way. I forgot to put that. Then boom, your pig would be right back to the start. And then your pig flows right, hits the door, and then it goes right backwards. So it works perfectly. So that's the tutorial. Sorry if visiting isn't on our island for the next few weeks, because there's other stuff that we figured out that we don't really want to show the whole of Skyblock yet. So yeah, that's why. And lastly, I suggest you guys AFK on this during nighttime. Farming pumpkins during the day with a Rabid Pet is much more efficient than this AFK farm. So when you're sleeping, this AFK farm is perfect because you make farming levels when you're sleeping. And I don't think I really have to explain that any further. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. The next video is probably going to be on Combat XP because I feel like it. Okay, anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye.